Welcome, Zodiac Alex, welcome. So basically, in this wonderful game that I'll be playing is basically today's game will be the Ultimate Texas Hold'em poker game. And it's very different, but this is how it goes in that way. So this is the way it works. But the way this is gonna be how it seems to be in that way. So this is how it goes. So I'll be using the poker chips that represents 20,000 poker chips all together, and that means that it will be very interesting. The poker chips are between 500,000 to 1 million. It all depends on how it goes. This is gonna be how it is, but the way this is, it's basically when it's very interesting of how it goes in that way. This is how it goes in the way of how it is in that way. So this is how it is. So the way this is, it's going to be very interesting, and that's how it goes. So remember, the podcast will be on your left side, so Alex is on the right side. To get confused about it, that's how it goes. Plus, I'm doing between the low cards and the high cards as well. That's what it's going to be. And plus, I have the dealer button that represents the dealer, because that's how it goes. So we're going to figure out who's going to go first, who's going to do it, and that's how it goes. So, I might have perfect reads, I might not, but it all depends on that. So that's how it goes. But what this is, it's going to be very interesting on how it is. So the way of this is. So the way of how it goes, this is the way it works, and this is how it's going to be in the way of how it's going to be, because that's how it goes. So we're going to understand that, that's how it goes. I'm going to be doing different flops, and this is how it goes, and this is how it's going to be. So I hope you all like this video. Try to give a like and a comment if you want, and this is how it goes in that way, alright? And besides, my voice seems to be a little bit soft, but that's how it goes in that way, right? So that's how it's going to be. So here we go. So we have basically a red card and a blue card. We're going to figure out who's going to go first to get the zero button. We have a Jack of diamonds. So yeah, this has king of clubs. So I'll go first. So that means that the zero button will go to both gods. So I'll go, and let's see. So I'll bet at least 1 million. Both gods call that 1 million to make it 2 million. And this is the ultimate Texas Hold'em in that way. So we understand of how it goes. And I'm using at least the little cards and the high cards as well. So that's how it goes in that way. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. So here we go. Discard 3, and here we go. And the flop is 7 hearts, 8 clubs, 8 spades. So yeah, Alex checks, both guys check. Return. 3 diamonds. So yeah, Alex checks, both guys check. And 6 spades. So yeah, Alex checks. Both guys are thinking. Both guys check. Both guys have king queen. I have a pair of kings. Kings and 8s. And I'll take it. I'll take it. So that's good for me. And let's see. guys will get 1.5 million. So it calls that 1.5 million to make it 3 million. And let's see what I will do. Let's see what's going on here. Just go 3 reds. And here we go. The flop is 7 diamonds, 4 hearts, 5 spades. Play guys check. Zodiac Alex is thinking. Zodiac Alex checks. Turn, 9 hearts. Play guys check. Zodiac Alex checks. And 8 clubs. So that must be a potential of a straight here. Interesting. 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 What do you guys possibly have here? You probably have like a 9 high straight. Maybe that could work. Maybe you think you probably have the best hand here. Interesting. I wonder if you have the 9 high straight, because if you have the 9 high straight, you probably would. So I guess we'll bet 6 million. Wow. Why would you bet that? Why would you bet at least 6 million? Like, do you have something here? Like, I wonder if you have the 9 high straight, because if you have the 9 high straight, you probably will take it. Like, that's the best question there is. If you have the 9 high straight, like, go figure on that one. Oh my lord. Are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? Yeah, I think you have the 9 high straight. I think you do. I call. So you got the 9, well, I think you have 2 pair, you have 9s and 8s. I thought you had the 9 high straight, but you had 2 pair. I had queen high. Well, I was that close too, but I guess that wasn't very particular about that. I thought you had a 6 to make the 9 high straight, but you have 2 pair. Wow, that's very interesting. Now Poguts are in the chip lead, and I'm trying to see what's going on. So this is the ultimate Texas Hold'em. This is very interesting too, because now I'm trying to think if I had a good read, but I guess Poguts had 2 pair, and I thought you had the 9 high straight. I was that close too. That close. but I guess that's the one way of knowing what to do, so that's how it goes, I guess. And let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Now it's my turn, so I'm gonna bet at least 2 million. Let's call that 2 million to make it 4 million. That's very interesting. Let's see what Bogarts will have. Let's see. So here we go. And the flop is Queen of Hearts, King of Clubs, Jack of Diamonds. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So yeah, it was checks. Bogarts check. Turn. King of Hearts. So yeah, it was checks. Bogarts check. Queen of Spades. That's very interesting too. That's very interesting. So let's see. So there's at least 4 million together, so make it 8 million. So let's see. I'll bet. I'll bet pot for 8 million. Wow, Zodiac Alex. Wow. What do you have? I say, well, rather good hand, I'll tell you. So you're saying that you have a straight here? It's like, no, I don't have a straight. I probably have something else with it. So I probably will think that I probably have the best hand here. Maybe you think about that. Maybe you probably have a good hand here. Obviously there's always these possibilities that I might have. Or I could be bluffing. And if I am bluffing, I am. But if I'm not, I'm not. How much is it? 8 million. Wow. I said, yep. So what do you got? Like pocket aces? Like, do you have something that's good? Like in that criteria? So what, you probably have king queen. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Wow, Bogarts. Wow. So you're saying that you have aces, Bogarts have aces, and Zodiac has king queen. Well, I guess I call. Alright. You had aces and kings for 2 pair. I have king queen, full house. So I'll take it. Wow. That was wow. Alright, and now it's going to be the Bogarts' turn. see what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Pros will bet 1.5 million. So it calls that 1.5 million to make it 3 million. Now let's see. That's what's going on here. Let's see. Just go through reds. Add 2 reds and blue. And the flop is 3 spades, 6 clubs, 9 hearts. Both guys check. So yeah, Alex checks. Turns to 3 hearts. Both guys check. So yeah, Alex checks. Last one. 3 diamonds. And that's kind of scary for both players. Something tells me that we probably have a good hand here. Something would be very interesting as well. So, I think you probably have, maybe you probably have the best hand here. Maybe you think you probably have a good hand. I think it's probably me again. But I think that you probably have a good hand here. I think it would be kind of best that you probably have a good hand. So I guess you guys have maybe a small full house, maybe. Or probably a bigger full house. You guys check. So yeah, Alex checks. Alex has a 9-5. So yeah, Alex has a 9-8. So I have the 9 high with an 8 versus the Pogacs is 9-5, and I got the 9-3 full house because I have the 8 with the 9, and Pogacs had a 9-5, but I'll take it. That was good. That was good to know. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see. Right, so now it's going to be Alex's turn. So that's very interesting. And what does the bullet gods have? So I'm gonna bet at least 2 million. Bullet gods call that 2 million to make it 4 million. And they called because now it would be 8 million altogether. So it's going to be very interesting. Discard 1 blue and 2 reds. Add 3 reds. And the flop is 7 2 of spades, 9 clubs. So Alex checks. Bullet gods check. Turn cards an 8 of spades. So Alex checks. Bullet gods check. And 2 hearts. What could possibly do you have here? What could possibly? Interesting. What do you have? What do you have? Probably think that you have a good hand here. Maybe you probably have a good hand, maybe you probably don't. It's very interesting on how this is going to go. Because I know that you don't have a spade. You don't have you don't have a flush. 7-2 full house got there. 8-2 full house got there, but maybe probably 9-2 full house. Maybe. 9-2 makes sense. Because you think that you probably have the best hand here, but I don't really think that. So that's very that makes sense too. So I wonder that that's correct here. I wonder if you probably have a good hand here. Maybe you probably have the 9-2 full house. Maybe that could work. So if I had the right read, you probably had it. So that must be, pot size is actually 8. So 8 million. 8 million poker chips. I call. So let's have the 6-2. Well, okay. So that you have the 9-2 flowers, but you have the 3 would count with a pair of 2s. I have a pair of 8s, but I guess poets have a 3 would count with a pair of 2s. Wow. I had a good, almost a good read, but I think it was close with the 6. I thought you had a 9. But I was close. I was close. And let's see. Now it's going to be the poet god's turn. Poet god's bet. They make it 2 million. So he has calls at 2 million to make it 4 million. And that must be at least altogether would be at least 8 million altogether. That's very interesting. So let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see. discard 2 reds, 1 blue. Add 2 reds, 1 blue. And the flop is King clubs, Queen spades, King hearts. Play God's check. So yeah, it's checks. Turn goes to Queen spades. Play God's check. So yeah, it's checks. And 10 of hearts. What could possibly do you have here? It makes sense really, but I don't know. Like, I'm scared you probably have a good hand here. Maybe you have a good hand, maybe you don't. And that'll be 8 million plug chips all together in the pot. Plug us will bet. They've a pot for 8 million. Wow. 8 million? 8 million poker chips. It makes sense, but I don't know if I'm thinking about something. And in that regard, you probably have the best hand here. Maybe you probably have, like, I know you don't have a straight. I understand that. Like, I understand you probably have something here. Like, I'm scared you probably have, I don't know. You probably have, you might not have a straight here. And that's what I said. So, the layout this is, Pogods, I don't know. But I think that you probably have, I don't know, maybe King 10 full house. Maybe that could be the interesting way of knowing if you have that. And if you do, you probably have the best hand here. So if you think that I have a good rate on you because you have the King 10 full house, you probably have, you might be thinking that I have a good hand here. So like you could have ace jack. Wow, Pogods. Wow, really? I have ace jack? You're making good reads. You're basically saying that you probably have the best hand here. Honestly, you probably have the best hand. Maybe you probably don't know it, but maybe you probably have the way how it works. How much is it? 8 million? God, that doesn't give me enough ammo. Wow, 8 million? Like, you probably have a King 10. And if I'm right, I'm right. So I can't be wrong. I can't be wrong. I have to say it that you probably have the best hand here. And I might as well call. Well, you have King 10. Yeah, you have King 10 full house. If you have my ace jack straight. My God. My Lord. That was a lot. Now you're in the chip lead. My Lord. My Lord. You probably think that I probably have the best hand here. But I guess that I had a perfect read on you. King 10. And now it's my turn. I'll bet I'll make it 5 million. So let's call that 5 million to make it 10 million. And I have this. And let's see what the Pogots will do. Interesting. Let's see. Discard 1 red and 2 blues. Add 2 blues, 1 red. And the flop is 3 diamonds, 9 clubs, 8 hearts. Zodiac Alex checks. Pogots check. Turns to 6 diamonds. Zodiac Alex checks. Pogots check. And let's see. 9 diamonds. Zodiac Alex checks. Pogots check. But have a pair of 6s, pair of 9s. I have a 7 high, and I missed. Oh boy. And here we go. And let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see. Now I have not very much. I got 9 million left. How much is it? 1 million. I put you all in for 9 million. Wow, Pogots, really? Okay, I call. So I have ace jack suited. And let's see. Let's see what the Pogots will do this time. Let's see. If I make it, I make it. If I'm not, I'm not. And there we go. Discard 1 blue. And the flop is Jack of hearts, ace diamonds, 10 of spades, 2 pair for Zodiac Alex. Turn. King diamonds, 10 clubs, and let's see. Let's have the Jack of diamonds, 10 clubs, and they have the Jack-10 full house. God dang it. So that means that the Pogots have won at least 40 million Pokechips altogether. So that's how it goes, I guess. So, you know, this is how it remains, but this is how it's going to be, and this is how it goes. So, you know, the way how it is, I think in the way of how it is, you know, periodically, it's like everything will be all good, but this is how it's going to be. So, you know, there's always a good thing is know your limit, play within it, right? That's how it goes, but that's how it's going to be, right? It's the way it works, but that's how it goes in that way. So, I hope you all like this video. Try to give a like in the comment if you want, but the way this is like, yes, my voice needs a little bit, soft and quiet, but that's how it goes in that way. So, it seemed to be very interesting, but that's how it goes in that way. So, this is how it goes. But this is the way it is. So, this is how it goes. So, yes, it's going to be the Pro Guts that won the Jack-10 full house against my Ace Jack, two pair, but that's how it goes. So, I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it, try to believe it, but this is how it goes in that way, and this is how it seems to be. So this is the way it works. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, 12. And I'll see you next time I'm gonna do, and that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it goes. So thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye for now, Ray. Thank you. Thanks, and thank you, and bye.